Hey, folks, we're back at the Hucklebuck. This time we're hopefully going to have the Hucklebuck's music.
Huckle.
But I've got some books I picked up at a local shop a while back. And Alan probably just has disrespect for me. But
No.
first.
I have nothing but love and admiration.
I know you do.
I love him so much.
I'm just...
I don't love Gator Guard comics as much as I love Beckerman, but I do enjoy their product. And please check out the link in the description. Check out their exclusives and the products they have to offer. It's great stuff. And if you're ever in the Augusta area, check out ABX Comics and Games. Paul and Matt will help you out to get you what you need for this hobby that we love.
Folks, this will probably end up being kind of a short episode this week because Alan, has scaled back his collection, so he won't have as many mail calls going down the pipe. So we're just going to talk about what I picked up. And actually, the first book I'm sending to Alan to help rebuild his collection. We were talking about it a little bit before. I was just digging boxes, looking for stuff, found a cover. I don't know if I'd ever seen it before. I never collected Spectacular Spider-Man more than just maybe buying a few off the rack in that 1989 to 1990 period where I didn't have a poll list yet. But this is not one I remember. Sal Buscema cover, though. I love Sal Buscema. And I thought, man, Alan, this is not a Punisher Spider-Man cover. I know you don't have it, and I figured it'd be a cool gift for you. And I know you're looking for stuff to collect, so gonna send that to you. This is a cover I buy every time I see it, and it absolutely goes back to being a kid.
This is guilty pleasure.
This is a guilty pleasure cover for me.
Yeah, that's a good one.
This is FF 348, the new Fantastic Four, Ghost Rider, Wolverine, Grey Hulk, and Spider-Man. So freaking cool. And to stay in the Spider-Man vein, this is actually a book. I scooped it because it was super cheap and it didn't really ever hit my radar as being something to collect for value. But Biggie Shaq talks about this book. And it's Spidey Super Stories #1, Marvel Comics and the Electric Company. I love the little logo in the corner that says Easy Reader. Easy Reader says this comic book is easy to read. So maybe I'll send that to Alan too, because he probably needs that. Still working on this series. Marvel Comics presents 131. We got Ghost Rider and Cage. Is that a Jay Lee cover? No. It's not Jay Lee, but it's somebody I can't quite place.
It's a nice cover.
Yeah. Might be Fry. Wonder Woman. Issue 308.
Nice.
I just thought it looked cool.
That's why I got George Perez's Wonder Woman #1. I love that book cover.
Thor 245, first appearance of He Who Remains. Now that nobody cares about that. We have a Superboy issue. This is an absolute cover buy. I just think it looks adorable.
That is so cool. He picks the bear up with one hand and pulling the trap off with another. That is awesome.
And then this I talked about in our last video.
Yes, you did.
We have Captain Marvel 33. Thanos covered. So now I have a double run of Captain Marvel. Yay.
So I got a question. About the double runs and triple runs you have. Like, obviously, we all know that you love and will continue to love the New Warriors. So I understand that. But what makes you say, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get a double run?
So that one, as I told you, that came entirely out of CLZ. And, I've been working slowly at logging my entire collection.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just stuff I bought two of by accident.
Okay.
And that was a book I was buying for a lot of years. This is probably Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel wasn't the first book I went back and bought back issues of. It was probably in the top 3. I know Nova was an early one for obvious reasons. I went searching for, the Nova stuff because of New
Mm-hmm.
Warriors. Another one was Avengers West Coast. That's the first back issue run I ever completed, to be followed by New Mutants, and then probably like Nova, Captain Marvel. That was all stuff I was buying in the very early 90s. Oh, we
Okay.
got the Marvel value stamp.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it's Thor issues or number 6 Marvel value stamp.
And why did people cut those out?
There was a stamp book you could put them in. You could mount them in.
So, have you ever seen a completed stamp book?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
People
yeah.
sell them.
Are they expensive?
Not really, no. At least they weren't when I was aware of them.
I mean, that's kind of hard to complete now. Why wouldn't it be of value?
What? It's really not that hard to complete. Most of these books are gettable. And the one that's in Hulk 181, that didn't just show up in that book, so you just get one from one of the other ones. You know what I mean?
Ah, so some of the stamps were in the same book.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, that's not fun. I thought it would have like the book name on it. Never mind that. Okay. All right. Learn something every day.
But yeah.
So what's
That's
the next
about it.
con you're
Captain
going to?
Marvel. I don't know.
You don't know?
Might be a while.
Might be a while.
If they do Fountain City again, I'm sure I'll do that. Otherwise, Planet was it for me for the year. And you're
Okay.
going to Heroes for one day?
Yeah, one day as of right now. Yeah, probably gonna
So
stay
you
at
could
one
be
day.
at Heroes just for one day. Oh, we could be heroes.
I was at Heroes for one day last year.
Yes, you were. Some would say you weren't there at all. Wouldn't be me though, because that wouldn't be very neighborly.
Wouldn't be neighborly. So
Yeah.
no E2E2?
No, I wish. God. That just didn't. If you're not following that, they just sold out of 3-day passes.
Did they?
Yeah, that's a banger of a looking show. I wish it was that good when the community all went. They went in a bit of an off year. I was there the year after, and I was at the first 10. But yeah, they went all out this year. They have a really good looking show. Josh Brolin will be there.
Ooh.
Good mix of comic creators of all the different ages. Just really solid looking show. C2E2 to me has been kind of down for many years, and it'll show you that they're on the way, like that this is a good start for them to try to reclaim their place in the whole mix, of all the cons out there, because I don't think they've sold out their 3-day passes in like 4 or 5 years. Pre-COVID.
Yeah.
I think you would have to go to pre-COVID.
So I got a question. Have you
Yeah.
ever seen the same amount of books offered? Same like this, the pure number that is at Heroes Con? Is like every other convention have the same amount of books?
Oh yeah. I've seen more.
You see more. Okay. All right.
Yeah. San Diego back in the day, like 2006.
Do you feel
Way
that
more.
all
Like
the cons
not even close.
Do you feel all the cons have something different to offer? Like they're all
Yeah,
different.
it just kind of depends on. Yeah, it just kind of depends on what you're into. I mean, I say I love, like, if I had to say what my favorite current con going, it's probably Heroes. That they've got what I think they're a fine choice for anybody to go to. My only critique is I do enjoy celebrities at a con. I mean, I try to hide that because I want to be Mr. I'm all about comics, but I like the photo ops, and I've been doing this thing and I kind of got back to it for the first time in a long time. For years I have paid for photo ops with friends, because I like to have a photo op of me, a celebrity from a show I like or something, and then one of my pals, because it helps me then have, like, this is who I hung out with at this con. This is who. So I did that with Pocan Joe this year, and I did it with Marcus this year, and last year I did it with Flo Dameron. Um, I want to bring that back. I've got photos over the years with various friends at cons, and I just think it's a neat thing. And then my idea is eventually I'm going to do the top around
Oh,
my
that's
room
cool. Okay.
in all of the photos. Uh, I'm not there yet, of course, but
Yeah.
I should get started on that. I know I'm very lazy when it comes to getting this room looking how I want it to, but that's like one of those things, that one of those projects I'd like to do. And I think it's fun. I've got a lot of, hold on a second. Oh, there's Annika. We'll go Steve. There.
This is totally unplanned, people. I don't know what's happened, but okay.
So, like, here we've got me, my nephew, and Charlie Cox from Daredevil.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
I love doing photos with
So, are you going to
family
get
and friends.
what size photo do you think is appropriate for that type of thing? 5x7, 8x10, what?
8x10s. I do
Eight by
8 by
ten.
10s. But anyway, yeah, that's something I'm working
All
on.
right.
And so yeah, so Heroes, that would be my only complaint, is that they don't do celebrities, and I get it. It's expensive for one, and two, this allows them to establish their brand as we're about comic books. And it's appropriate too, because they're a comic book shop. So yeah, for all the people that are making Heroes their destination, I think that's a great idea for the community, especially for a community that's about comic books. If that's your thing, like, yes, that is a great one. But
I
I
think
also like a
the
planet. I like C2E2. Someday I want to go to Baltimore, because
yeah,
that's
Baltimore
about,
would be
that
a good
one's
one for
about
me to go
comic
to
art.
too. But um, I think what was I gonna? Oh man, I think the community, it starts at comic books, but do we really stay? I mean, because it's not just comic books. We talk about movies, we talk about figures, we talk about like everything. It's not just comic books,
Mm.
but that's where it started. That's where everything started. Is the book itself, the comic books.
So C2E2 this year, like, I they had a big partnership with Funko. I don't know if you've seen this, but
Uh-uh.
they've already sold that out. So you had to reserve spots to book a time to go to the Funko booth and get a chance at their exclusives, so that it didn't just go to the people who found ways to get in early. So that's booked. And it was free to book a spot, and then you have a setup time that you can go to that booth and
And
buy their
probably buy their
exclusives.
Funko Pop exclusives.
Yes, for that show.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
I thought that was
Well,
an interesting way to do things. So yeah, if you're into Funko Pops, if you're into celebrities, probably not as much comic books. I will say C2E2 is one of the worst shows to go to buy comic books. Like,
yeah.
their prices suck and the selection sucks. Don't go there for comic books, but if you're into celebrities and you're into Funko Pops and exclusives and Artist Alley, absolutely C2E2 is a very cool con.
Okay. All right, man. Well,
So there's an unsolicited promo
unsolicited. All right, everybody. We're out of here. We'll see you next week. Remember, comment to be in the monthly giveaway.